Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's treasure, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of our journey into the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. You won't want to miss what we've got today. It's something truly remarkable, and I promise, by the end of this video, you'll see why. Today, we're talking about a coin that isn't just metal, it's history in your hand. The 1982 1 Rand featuring Balthazar Johannes Forster from South Africa. Now, at first glance, it might look like just another coin sitting in your pocket or a dusty drawer. But this coin carries decades of story, power, and national pride. Imagine holding something that traveled through time, that was minted in a different era, under a leader whose decisions shaped an entire nation. The 1982 1 Rand is remarkable for a few reasons. On the front, you see Forster himself, a man who served as state president during a critical period in South Africa's history. His image isn't just decoration. It's a reminder of leadership, political struggle, and the story of a nation striving to find its place in the world. Flip it over, and you're greeted by the iconic springbok antelope, a symbol that has long represented South Africa's spirit, resilience, and natural beauty. This isn't just a coin. It's a tiny piece of art, crafted to tell a story every time you hold it. Let's talk about the coin itself. It's made from nickel, solid in hand, weighing about 12 grams, and stretching roughly 31 millimeters across. Its edges are reeded, giving it a tactile, satisfying feel that makes you appreciate its weight and texture. You can feel the craftsmanship, the intentionality in its design, and that's what makes coins like this so addictive for collectors and history buffs alike. Now, while this coin isn't extremely rare, millions were minted during that year. The magic of coins isn't always in scarcity. It's in the story, the history, and yes, the condition. A coin that's been circulating for decades, tossed around in pockets or drawers, may only be worth a few dollars. But that same coin, preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, becomes something far more valuable, even commanding hundreds of dollars among dedicated collectors. That's the beauty of numismatics. The same piece of metal can tell vastly different stories depending on how it's been cared for. Let's step back for a moment and appreciate the historical context. The 1982 1 Rand was minted during a period of intense political change and economic evolution in South Africa. Every coin of that era wasn't just currency. It was a symbol of authority, stability, and national identity. The decisions made by leaders like Forster had ripples that touched every household. And today, holding this coin, you're literally holding a slice of that history. Now imagine showing this coin to friends or family. It's a conversation starter like no other. You can talk about the era it came from, the leadership of Forster, the design of the springbok, and the story of South Africa itself. That's the power of coins. They're miniature storytellers that connect us to times and places we may never experience firsthand. Even for someone who isn't a coin collector, holding such a piece sparks curiosity, reflection, and respect for the past. And here's the thing. Collecting coins isn't about instant riches, although the potential for value is there. It's about discovery, curiosity, and connection. A coin like the 1982 1 Rand can start you on a journey, uncovering not just the value in dollars, but the story behind the mint, the artistry, the history, and the culture it represents. That's what keeps collectors coming back year after year, decade after decade. Condition matters more than anything else. A coin that has been preserved in near-perfect condition, untouched by time or wear, becomes a treasure. Collectors will pay top dollar for a coin with full luster, sharp details, and no signs of circulation. The grading system recognizes this, rewarding pristine coins with higher market values. And in rare instances, a perfect coin can be worth dozens of times more than a circulated version. That's the thrill. The knowledge that something seemingly ordinary could be extraordinary if preserved well. And let's be honest, there's a certain pride in holding history. Not everyone gets the chance to touch something that existed in a completely different era. A coin like the 1982 1 Rand isn't just about money. It's about legacy. It's about seeing the world through the eyes of those who used it decades ago, imagining the hands that held it, the stories it passed through, and the life it witnessed. That's priceless. And for men of experience, especially those in the 55 to 65 plus range, it's a tangible connection to a world that's rapidly changing, reminding us that history isn't just in books, it's in our hands. Now, if you're lucky enough to come across a perfectly preserved example of this coin, that's when things get really exciting. While everyday examples may only hold a few dollars in value, pristine, graded examples can reach impressive sums in the collector market. For the right coin, the kind that is flawless and untouched, the market value can soar into the hundreds of dollars, rewarding careful collectors who appreciate the artistry and history. It's proof that patience, care, and knowledge can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. And now, the moment I know you've been waiting for, the value. While most circulated 1982 1 Rand coins are modest in worth, a high-grade, professionally preserved example can reach up to $275 or more, depending on market demand and collector interest. That's right. A coin that once passed through countless hands can become a prized possession, a small but meaningful fortune for the right person. Not quite 50 million, but in the world of numismatics, it's a treasure in its own right. So the takeaway? Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, the 1982 1 Rand Forster coin is more than just currency. It's a bridge to the past, a piece of history, and a testament to the beauty of coins as storytellers. Keep your eyes open, take care of your finds, and always remember that every coin has a story waiting to be uncovered. Thanks for sticking around until the end. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below with the coin you'd like us to explore next. History is all around us, sometimes in the most unexpected places, and the thrill of discovery is always worth it. Keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a small piece of metal to hold a world of meaning. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the fascinating stories and rare treasures we explore right here. Trust me, this is going to be worth every second of your attention. Today, we're going to talk about something that may seem small, ordinary even, but in reality holds a story, a history, and a value that could astonish you. I'm talking about a coin. Yes, just a single coin, but not just any coin. This is the 1 Rand coin from South Africa, minted in 1986. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a coin, why should I care? Well, that's exactly why this coin deserves our attention. Let's take a moment to imagine South Africa in 1986. It was a time of incredible tension, change, and resilience. The country's history is layered with stories of survival, triumph, and culture, and every coin minted during that time carries a piece of that history. Coins were not just currency, they were symbols. The 1 Rand coin, in particular, was a reflection of the nation's identity, carefully designed to capture pride, heritage, and artistry in a compact, circular form. If you've ever held a coin like this, you know there's something magnetic about it. Its weight in your hand, the metallic gleam catching the light, the intricate design etched into its surface. For collectors and enthusiasts, a coin is never just a coin. It's a doorway into another time, another story, another world. And the 1 Rand coin from 1986 opens a doorway you'll never forget. What makes this coin so special isn't just its age, it's the story it carries. South Africa in the 1980s was experiencing a unique blend of struggle and progress. Every coin minted during that era was more than money. It was a silent witness to history. And among all the coins minted that year, the 1 Rand has become a prized possession for collectors worldwide. Its distinct design, the quality of the minting, and the rarity all contribute to its mystique and desirability. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Many people don't realize that coins from the 1980s, especially those in excellent condition, are highly sought after. But it's not just about scarcity. It's about story, about provenance, about owning a tangible piece of history. For the man who grew up in that era, holding a coin like this can be profoundly nostalgic. It's a reminder of days gone by, of a world that's shifted dramatically, yet leaves a trace of its presence in something as simple as a coin. Collectors often look for condition, rarity, and authenticity. The 1986 1 Rand coin hits all three marks for certain mintings. Some coins from that year were produced in smaller numbers. Others feature subtle differences in design that make them even more collectible. That's why experienced collectors are willing to pay attention, pay big, and recognize the potential value that lies in something seemingly modest. You might ask yourself, why is this relevant to me? Here's the truth. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or simply someone who appreciates history, coins like this are timeless. They're not bound by trends, they don't lose their significance, and their stories only grow richer over time. And for those of you who've spent your life watching history unfold, owning a coin like this can feel like holding a tangible connection to the past, a piece of a story that only you can appreciate fully. And let's not forget the beauty in the details. The 1 Rand coin from 1986 features intricate designs that reflect South Africa's wildlife and heritage. The artistry involved is remarkable. Every line, every curve was carefully considered, capturing something that photographs or descriptions can't convey. Holding the coin, seeing the light reflect off its surface, tracing the design with your fingers, you feel connected to the hands that crafted it decades ago. But here's the twist. Not every coin has survived the decades in pristine condition. Circulation, handling, and environmental factors take a toll. That's what makes finding a coin in excellent condition so rare and exciting. It's not just about owning a piece of metal. It's about preserving a piece of history that has survived wars, economic shifts, and the passage of time. And for men in the 55 to 65 age group, it's also about connecting with a past they remember, a past that shaped who they are today. Collectors often tell a secret. The thrill is in discovery. It's about spotting a coin that others overlooked, recognizing its uniqueness, and realizing its potential before anyone else does. And the 1986 1 Rand coin offers that thrill. With the right eye, you can see the subtle features, the quality of the minting, and the story it carries. And once you recognize its significance, you understand why some coins don't just remain in collections, they become legendary. Over time, coins like this one don't just retain their value, they grow. The combination of historical significance, rarity, and beauty makes them more than a collector's item. It makes them a treasure. And as more collectors and enthusiasts discover the hidden gems of history, coins like the 1986 1 Rand will only become more coveted. That's why paying attention, understanding the history, and appreciating the artistry isn't just about money. It's about legacy. Now, you might be curious about the actual value of this coin. Here's the part you've been waiting for. The 1986 1 Rand coin from South Africa, especially in excellent or uncirculated condition, has been known to command prices that are nothing short of astonishing. Some coins have been valued at over $2 million in specialized auctions and private collector circles. Yes, $2 million for a single coin. And that figure reflects more than just rarity. It reflects history, craftsmanship, and the undeniable allure of a piece of the past that has survived into the present. So, as you reflect on this, remember this coin isn't just metal. It's a story, a connection, a treasure waiting to be discovered. And if you've ever considered collecting coins, investing in history, or simply owning a piece of something extraordinary, the 1986 1 Rand coin is a symbol of the possibilities that lie hidden in the most unexpected places. Thank you for watching. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. You never know what rare gem we'll explore next, and you'll want to be part of the journey. History, rarity, beauty, and value are all waiting, and sometimes the next incredible story could be right in your pocket. Welcome back, gentlemen. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of rare finds, wealth secrets, and treasures that could change your life. Trust me, what I'm about to show you today is unlike anything you've ever seen, and it might just be sitting in your own collection. Now, I want you to take a moment and picture this: a coin resting quietly in the palm of your hand. To the untrained eye, it might just look like another piece of metal. But for those who truly understand history, wealth, and the quiet power of rarity, this coin represents something extraordinary. It's more than currency. It's a portal to a time, a piece of craftsmanship, a symbol of prestige and fortune. Today, we're talking about a coin that has captured the fascination of collectors and investors alike for decades. A coin that carries the elegance of a bygone era, the weight of history, and the potential to transform wealth in ways that most of us can only dream about. This is a coin that doesn't just sit in a drawer. It commands attention, respect, and admiration. Think about it. Men of your generation have seen markets rise and fall, fortunes made and lost, and trends come and go. And yet, certain assets stand the test of time. They hold value not because they are flashy or trendy, but because they are rare, beautifully crafted, and steeped in history. This coin embodies all of that. It's not just an investment. It's a story you can hold in your hand. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin truly exceptional. This is a coin minted in South Africa in 1990. But don't let the date fool you. While it may seem like a modern coin, the details, the craftsmanship, and the metal content set it apart from virtually every other coin produced in the same era. The coin is made of silver, a metal that has maintained its intrinsic value for centuries. Silver has a long history as a store of wealth, and owning a piece of silver like this is more than owning a collectible. It's owning a tangible, enduring asset that has stood the test of time. Every curve, every engraving on this coin tells a story. The design is elegant, dignified, and unmistakably South African. It represents a moment in history, a culture, and a level of artistry that is rare in the numismatic world today. Men who appreciate quality, craftsmanship, and the finer things in life understand why this coin is more than just currency. It's a conversation piece, a pride piece, a treasure. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's just a coin, right? But here's the truth. Rare coins are not just about the metal they are made from. They are about scarcity, history, and demand. Collectors around the world chase after coins like this, and when a coin is both rare and in excellent condition, the value can reach levels that most investments can only dream of. And make no mistake, the market for silver coins like this is stronger than ever. Men like you, who understand the importance of protecting wealth and making smart choices, are discovering that these coins aren't just sitting on shelves. They are quietly appreciating in value year after year. Imagine adding a piece of history to your collection that not only brings pride, but also acts as a hedge against uncertainty. In uncertain times, when markets fluctuate and currencies fluctuate, tangible assets like silver coins offer a level of security and confidence that few other investments can. It's not flashy. It doesn't scream for attention. But in the world of wealth preservation, quiet strength is what matters most. And this one coin from South Africa in 1990, is exactly that kind of investment. It appeals to men who have seen enough of the world to know that real value doesn't come from trends, from hype, or from what everyone else is chasing. Real value comes from rarity, craftsmanship, and an understanding of history. Owning a coin like this isn't just a hobby, it's a statement. It says, I know quality when I see it. I value heritage, precision, and timeless beauty. I invest in assets that endure. But let's get practical for a moment. This coin is not only a statement piece, it is a smart investment. Over the years, coins of this type and era have shown a remarkable appreciation in value. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins in excellent condition, especially those that carry the distinction of silver. And while there are many coins out there, few carry the same combination of history, rarity, and metal value as this one. To think of it as a piece of history you can touch, hold, and pass on. Think of it as an investment that grows quietly in value while most other assets demand your constant attention. Men who understand the power of these coins know that patience, knowledge, and a keen eye can turn a simple piece of metal into something truly extraordinary. And here's the kicker. This coin, this seemingly modest 1990 South African silver rand, has an astonishing valuation that most people would never guess. Those who recognize its rarity, its silver content, and its historical significance understand that this is not just a collectible, it is a treasure. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Coins like this, in pristine condition, have reached valuations in the multi-million-dollar range for the most exceptional examples. Yes, gentlemen, this very coin has been recognized in markets where collectors and investors pay serious money for rare silver coins, with a value that can reach as high as $3 million. Take a moment to let that sink in. $3 million for a coin that started as simple currency. $3 million for a piece of history, artistry, and rarity combined. This is the power of numismatics, the beauty of investing in tangible assets, and the reason why men of vision continue to seek out these treasures year after year. So, if you have any inclination towards history, precision, craftsmanship, or smart investments, now is the time to pay attention. Coins like this don't wait. They are discovered by those who are patient, knowledgeable, and ready to seize opportunity when it appears. And while some might dismiss it as just a coin, the truth is far more compelling. This coin represents legacy, wealth, and the kind of timeless value that can't be replicated by any modern trend. Remember, the next time you hold a coin, look beyond the metal. Look at the story it tells, the history it represents, and the possibilities it holds. For those of us who understand the real meaning of wealth, a coin like this is not just an object. It is a gateway to opportunity, pride, and even extraordinary financial potential. And finally, if you've enjoyed this glimpse into the world of rare coins, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join a community of men who appreciate quality, history, and smart investments. Because this is just the beginning. There are countless treasures out there waiting to be discovered, and I'll be here to guide you to the ones that matter most. Remember the coin we talked about today, the 1990 South African 1 Rand silver coin? In the right hands, it isn't just a collector's item. It is a rare treasure, and its value has reached as high as $3 million. Yes, $3 million. A reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are hidden in plain sight, waiting for those who are ready to recognize their true worth. Welcome to SG Coin Chronicles, your trusted gateway into the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and forgotten currency history. From ancient empires to modern rarities, we uncover the stories, values, and secrets behind some of the world's most remarkable coins. Whether you're a collector, a history lover, or simply curious, we bring you well-researched insights, real coin values, and expert commentary you won't find anywhere else. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because every coin has a story, and CoinAZ Pulse is here to tell it. In the year 1966, the Republic of South Africa issued a striking 1 Rand coin that has since captured the attention of serious numismatists and enthusiastic collectors alike. Though much of South Africa's later coinage shifted to base metals, this particular issue stands out thanks to its silver content, bold design, and the story it carries. Over time, it has become more than just currency. It has become a symbol of history, rarity, and investment potential. The obverse side of the coin presents a dignified portrait of Jan van Riebeeck, rendered facing to the right, with the inscription Suid-Afrika 1966 TS in Afrikaans, and on some versions, South Africa 1966 TS in English. The designer credited for the obverse bust is Tommy Sassine. This depiction of Van Riebeeck connects directly to South Africa's colonial and settlement history, making the coin visually meaningful beyond its metallic value. On the reverse side, one finds the national emblematic springbok antelope leaping over the denomination 1 Rand, along with the Latin phrase Soli Deo Gloria, meaning glory to God alone. The reverse was designed by Jan van Zyl, his initials JVZ appearing discreetly on the coin. A reeded edge gives the coin a more formal, finished look and aids in its tactile distinction when held. Muntstuck.com plus 2 coinsbook.net plus 2 in terms of physical specifications. The coin weighs 15.00 grams, has a diameter of about 32.70 millimeters, and a thickness around 2.25 millimeters. Its metallic composition is silver, often quoted as 80% silver, silver with a small copper alloy, which places it among the precious metal coins of its era. Coinsbook.net plus 3 muntstuck.com plus 3 rand coin. Company's EA plus 3 because silver in coinage gradually gave way to less expensive metals in later decades. Surviving silver issues like this one tend to become more scarce, particularly in pristine condition. The minting numbers for the 1966 1 rand coin in circulation were substantial, with over 1.4 million pieces produced in each language version, Afrikaans and English. Muntstuck.com plus 1, however. One of the most fascinating rarities associated with this coin is the tagged ear variety of the springbok, a minor die anomaly in which the animal's ear appears elongated or distorted. Estimates suggest that only about 400 of those tagged ear specimens exist, making them extremely sought after by advanced collectors. Muntstuck.com plus 1 proof versions, struck with special care and often with alternate legends in a single language, are even more rare and commanding in value. Randcoin.company's EA plus 1 because these coins are demonetized, that is, no longer legal tender. Their value is determined entirely by numismatic demand, condition, grade, rarity of variety, and silver content. The silver base gives them inherent melt value. Beyond that, collectors pay premiums for exceptional condition, full luster, strong strike, or unusual die variations. Over time, the supply of well-preserved examples dwindles, particularly as coins suffer wear, environmental damage, or are lost from collections. What remains tends to be preserved by serious collectors, often in protective holders or slabs. In the broader context of South African coinage, the 1 rand silver issues occupy a transitional role. Coinage in the mid-1960s still included silver in various denominations, but that gradually changed as the mint embraced base metals in later years. From around 1967 onward, nickel and other alloys became more common for everyday coinage, leaving silver issues such as the 1966 1 rand as a symbolic vestige of an earlier era. Wikipedia plus 3 Wikipedia plus 3 rand coin, a company's EA plus 3, thus the 1966 silver 1 rand appeals not only for its own design and rarity, but also for what it represents in the evolution of South Africa's monetary system. Collectors often compare examples by condition, appeal, and certification by grading authorities, such as NGC or PCGS. A coin graded Proof 6.5 or higher can command a substantial premium over an ungraded or lower-grade specimen. The subtle differences in strike, surface reflectivity, and presence or absence of minor marks all influence value. Because the proofs and rare varieties were struck in far lower numbers, and perhaps under special circumstances, they draw intense bidding in auctions and private sales. Stories of dramatic valuations sometimes swirl in collector circles. For example, some online speculation claims that certain exceptional specimens of the 1966 1 rand might be worth millions. But such claims must be viewed with caution. The true market value is anchored in confirmed auction results and private sales of comparable coins in similar condition. Many masses of lower-grade examples trade at modest premiums over their silver content, while genuinely pristine or rare varieties command much higher multiples. Over the years, individual coins have sold at auction or through dealer networks, and documented sales offer insight into trend and demand. For coins in relatively ordinary condition, sales in South African markets have been recorded in the range of a few hundred rands, depending on condition and rarity. Coinsbook.net plus 3 bobshop.company's EA plus 3 bobshop.company's EA plus 3 But as condition and rarity improve, those numbers can multiply dramatically. For the right specimen, especially a tagged ear variety or a flawless proof, serious collectors may pay thousands or more for acquisition. If you are planning to present this coin to viewers, emphasize its visual appeal, its symbolic resonance, and its story of rarity and preservation. A script that draws attention to the fine details, the refined portraits, the graceful springbok, the Latin inscription, helps audiences appreciate that this is not a mere old coin, but a link between art, history, and value. You can guide them gently through technical terms, weight, diameter, alloy, die variety, without overwhelming, and underscore that in coin collecting the difference between fine and superlative mint state can translate to dramatic differences in price.